Guys, they said Deji of Akure and elders from Akure, they gave Kabiyesi a special thanksgiving. Seriously. And this is because of his effort to reconcile with Queen Naomi. According to what we're hearing, they said Deji of Akure told Kabiyesi that he is so proud of him, even though he sees him as a father, because to all the Yoruba nation, Kabiyesi is the father. But in terms of age, Deji is like a father to Kabiyesi. And Deji of Akure, from what we heard, have been very active in this marriage between Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi. When this whole issue started, he played a great role to bring a reconciliation between the two of them. You know, at every point of this marriage, they said Deji have been part of it. From when it was so sweet, to when it was bitter, to this time of reconciliation and everything. Deji have been part of it from what we are hearing. And they said he applauded Kabiyesi big time because according to him, he said Kabiyesi is one of those few kings who descend solo to go on with this uh, full moon ritual. Because according to him, he said that that full moon ritual is one of the greatest ritual in history of Yoruba, from what we are hearing. And any king who would want to do that is because of how much he really loves and cares for the woman for him to do such a thing. That Kabiyesi have proven beyond reasonable doubt that he really loves Queen Naomi. And normally, because of the way Queen Naomi left the palace, Queen Naomi's family are the ones that are supposed to go through some of the things that Kabiyesi went through, especially through the process of getting those items ready, because Queen Naomi is the one that left the way she did. But Kabiyesi, knowing fully well that Queen Naomi is the love of his life, and he also accepts some blames, because I believe that at this point he understands that somehow he failed Queen Naomi then, or maybe he is just realizing that there are things that he's supposed to have done differently, and maybe if he have done it, things will not escalate to the point of her living the way she did. And maybe that's why he have decided to bring out his time, his energy, his money, and everything to make sure that that reconciliation happened, despite the fact that a lot of people were fighting them, a lot of people do not want it to happen because of some people that are involved. Because someone like Ebony, we all know that their families played a great role to ensure that that reconciliation did not happen. Some of these other wives, they were not smiling. They were fighting back and forth to ensure that that ritual did not happen. But all of that did not make Kabiyesi to change his mind over that ritual and everything. So for that reason, Kabiyesi really tried. And according to Deji, he said he is so proud of Kabiyesi for doing this, that Kabiyesi is indeed a great in-law, and he really appreciated Kabiyesi. And all of this happened during the 10th year coronation Thanksgiving. You know that Deji of Akure just celebrated his 10 years on the throne of his forefathers, And when this occasion happened, a lot of dignitaries, a lot of people were in attendance. As in, when I say people, I mean VIPs, great king, and notable people from different places, And it was on the same occasion that Ebony wanted to follow Kabiyesi to that occasion, but unfortunately, Kabiyesi decided to go with Blow Blow, and they said that did not go well with Ebony. So it was during this occasion that they said Deji of Akure was so proud of Kabiyesi, thanking him for all the effort, thanking him for putting the enemies to shame. Because that act from Kabiyesi is a way of putting their enemies to shame. You know, those of them who thought that everything about QueenNaomi and Kabiyesi are now in the past, but they put them to shame. They told them, they showed them that it is not so, you know. So it is indeed a lovely moment for Kabiyesi and Deji of Akure. And they said even elders from Akure, they were all happy, and they showed appreciation for Kabiyesi's efforts, because it's not easy. It's not easy to tell you, if not for the help of Iyanifa, because Iyanifa stood her ground and told Kabiyesi that don't worry, I will see you through. I will be with you throughout it. And I also believe that maybe it is God's design too. Because one thing about some of these things is that if God said it is time for QueenNaomi to return back to her home, I don't think there's anything anyone can do to stop it. And that is what I keep saying, that if it is the will of God that she will return back to that palace, how it will happen will shock everyone. And this shocked a lot of people, because the kind of list that they gave Kabiyesi, hoping that he might not be able to meet up with the list. But at the end of the day, they were all disappointed, because Kabiyesi was able to meet up with the list through the help of Iyanifa, and the ritual went through. So right now, they said it is indeed a celebration for Deji, who sees QueenNaomi as a daughter too, because we all know that QueenNaomi is like a daughter to Deji of Akure. When Kabiyesi came to marry QueenNaomi, I think Deji was there. When QueenNaomi gave birth to Tadenikawo, this same Deji was the one who announced the birth of that prince, Prince Tadenikawo. You know, to tell you that he is not just a stranger in their marriage. He's not just a king. He is like a family member. And when they were having issues, he also intervened. But Kabiyesi is a big king on his own. Sometimes he does things his own way. But I think at this point, he have realized that it is not okay to do things your own way, especially when you are not getting the desired results and all of that. So that is what we are hearing. They said Deji was so proud of him and gave him a special thanks for all his effort. That is what we are hearing, if the information is true. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.